He almost spent this $1 bill. It just sold for $6,600. In this video, we're going over some $1 bills that are incredibly rare and valuable, and they all sold on Stack's Bowers auctions online. These are all legitimate sales with genuine paper money. Stay tuned, let's hop into it with this first $1 bill from 1997. It is a choice uncirculated banknote, which means there's not a single fold on the bill, and someone turned $1 into 145 bucks. Up next, we have a very special type of note, and this one is not in as good of condition. It was at a very fine condition. That means there's a lot of folds on this bill. Keep in mind, the more folds on your bill, the less value it's going to bring. But there's a few things on this banknote you really need to pay attention to see if you have one of these really rare $1 bills. So first of all, this is a 1988 $1 bill, and this is what we call a web note. So to make a long story short, web notes are bills that were printed using a different printing process, similar to how they print newspaper done on one continuous roll. The US Bureau of Engraving and Printing thought that this style of printing paper money would be more efficient, but in the end it caused more issues. So how do you know if you have a web note? Because this $1 bill sold for 432 bucks, which is a lot of money for a beat up bill like this. So the first thing you want to look at is Washington's portrait is going to be a bit more washed out. The next area that you can see is the front plate position is going to have only a number and not a number and a letter. The last and easiest spot to look at is going to be on the back of the bill. So the back plate position is going to be to the right of In God We Trust. If you have any one of these three indicators, that means you have a web note that is very rare and valuable. So please keep your eyes peeled for a web note. This one sold on Stack's Bowers auctions for 432 bucks. Holy smokes, look at this very beat up $1 bill from 1995. This is a PMG graded very fine 25 with a solid number 7 serial number. And something that not many people know about is actually looking on the bottom right hand side of this bill, you'll see the front plate position, and before that you're going to see a small FW. Now there's only two places in the whole United States that produces paper money. You've got Washington DC and Fort Worth, Texas. The FW means this bill is printed at the Fort Worth, Texas facility. If your banknote has no FW on it whatsoever, that means it was printed at the Washington DC facility. This banknote sold for $960 because it is a solid number 7 serial number. $1,762.50 this $1 bill sold for. It is a 1969 $1 bill from the Federal Reserve of Atlanta, Georgia. This one was graded by PMG at a about uncirculated 50 net because there is a little bit of minor rust on it. The rust will decrease the value of it a little bit, but this is what we call a 10 million serial number. You can see there's a 1 at the start of the serial number and a bunch of zeros after it. This banknote sold for $1,762.50. This is a very cool error, guys, and it sold for $3,737.50. This one is a 1981 $1 bill, and if you didn't know, the back of the bill is the first printing, the front of the bill is the second printing, and the third and final printing is the overprint, which you see on top of that obstruction. So the obstruction happened in between the second and the third printing. That is why if you were to peel up that little obstructed area at the top right, you would see no serial number underneath, but you would see the second print underneath that. Very cool, very desirable. Please, if you have an obstructed printing error like this, do not peel that piece off because you will be decreasing the value of the bill tremendously. This one sold for $3,737.50. 6,600 bucks. This 1999 $1 bill sold for. PMG graded it at a very fine 30. That means it's been in someone's pocket or wallet or purse for quite some time before someone decided to sell it. They realized that, hey, this is a serial number 1 bill, which is really rare, and it is a star note. That combination can be very valuable, especially in the higher grades. Unfortunately, this bill has quite a few folds on it, like I said before, but at the end of the day, something like this is going to bring tremendous value in the market. This one sold for $6,600. We do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please get your free coin and currency ebook down below. You don't want to miss out on that, and we will see you in the next one.